Hello there. I wanted to get Cancer's bonus December out as soon as possible. So, we are going to start with the Rider Tarot deck, of course, and see what messages we have for Cancer. Oops. There's one. Let me get it. Okay. See what we have for Cancer for December for the bonus. Okay. So, the first card that came up for Cancer is in fact the King of Cups. And everybody knows the King of Cups in the tarot shows generosity, control, and emotional balance. So right now, Cancerians, you are exactly where you should be, doing exactly what you should be doing. You are maintaining balance, and also too, it is showing you have a lot of creativity, and that shows with the necklace that the king is wearing that's shaped like a fish. So it's as you are seated on your throne or seated in your position, meaning you're taking control of your actions, your behaviors. It's also showing that you have a lot of creativity and spirit. Right now, the calm waters that are surrounding you, meaning the situations around you, are staying pretty calm. I don't see a lot of upheaval and a lot of different things going on. You are getting a steady balance here between your conscious and your unconscious self. Okay? I feel like, if you look in the water behind the king, the fish are just jumping out of the water, right? They're jumping out of the ocean on the right-hand side. And a ship is out there as well. One side is representative of the emotional and material world, respectively, and the cups show that you do not suppress your impulses, so be careful of spending, Cancer. Be careful of doing a lot of overspending. Okay, now with the holidays here and everything, you may be trying to get last-minute gifts or whatever, and for some, yourself, you don't need to spend that much money. It is just the thought that's counting. Yes, for the younger ones, they want specific things. I get that. But be careful with your finances, okay? Because I definitely see, there could become a very big imbalance, and you don't want to have to go into 2019 with a lot of debt, okay? But right now, at least you're doing things very positively. There are definitely indicators here showing that you are in balance, but also the cups can represent between the intellect and emotions, so be careful. There is a strong relationship between understanding and feeling, all right? So be careful of that. You can restrain yourself from getting upset or being fully, blown up in a matter, so do not allow anybody to push buttons for you. Okay, it's very important not to allow anybody to push buttons for you. So the next card that I have is the Ten of Swords. So when we have the Ten of Swords, that's kind of saying, well, a lot of you might feel defeated, or like you were defeated in a certain situation. Be careful of that. But I feel like, a failure, a collapse, feeling defeated, that's all the signs of the Ten of Swords, okay? So if you had a situation or an argument with somebody, if somebody came at you and you didn't know how to defend yourself, you didn't know how to stand up for yourself, if somebody kept doing the same thing over and over to you, apparently you might feel defeated, like you can't win, you can't get your partner's attention, you can't make them take their mind off of the other person. You have done everything that you can possible to bring them from a toxic situation back to reality with you, but they're not willing to do that. Of course, as this card shows, somebody lying, on the ground with their face, in the dirt, meaning that somebody made you eat dirt, somebody made your words like shit, somebody made you feel like everything you told them or showed them that you believed in them was kind of thrown out the window. The red cloth that's on here, on this person, it shows the love red meaning love, and it shows the sword going into the love. So somebody had taken your love away, or somebody had broken your heart about love. There's a definite stillness in this air above this person, right? And it's black and it's cloudy, indicating fear and negativity associated with death of something, the ending of something. Okay, so this definitely is very clear on the situation. The waters are running very still in the background, meaning that nothing's happening now. At this point, when something had ended, everything is at a standstill. There's no movement, there's no communication, nothing's happening right here. There's no ripples in that water at all. It kind of makes it feel eerie, right? It's a scary, eerie, I don't know where to go from here, I don't know what's going to happen now kind of feeling. But if you look into the horizon, into the east, the sun is trying to rise. If you see that the sun is trying to rise, there is definitely still hope in a situation. The hope may not be the relationship itself, but the hope is that you are going to be able to recover from this situation and pick yourself up and move forward. Even though this card is showing a lot of darkness, there's definitely somebody here that had gotten to their lowest point. Maybe this is somebody with an addiction issue. Maybe they got to the lowest point that they possibly could, and now that is their rock bottom. And now they're going to pick themselves up and get much stronger and find recovery. Maybe for you, this was the rock bottom in your relationship. Maybe this is the last straw. Maybe this is the last time you're going to allow somebody to cheat on you or to treat you with low demeanor, with no respect. But at least the sun is trying to come up, so that is definitely hope. That gives you a lot of hope, saying things are going to change. Definitely a sense of betrayal here. This card is so much information on this one card. There was betrayal indicated here, especially when you're stabbed in the back. That is somebody who went against you, went against your beliefs. No matter how much we try, we cannot control everything, and that's pretty much what this card's saying. This situation was unavoidable. This is something that there was no way to get around, no matter what you could do. At the same time, I have to say that although you feel there was a total defeat of your spirit, of your heart, of your joy, we've got to see what the next card is that's going to show us definitely some hope in the situation. Something that's going to show us that this is not the end of all ends. Things are going to get much better from here, and you're going to find that. So the next card that we have that's coming up here, you got the Star card. Okay, and we know with the Star card, there's 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out of the water. It shows that the abilities and inner strength of someone. Okay, this definitely indicates the abilities and the inner strength of somebody, because she's holding 2 containers of water. On one of those containers, she's pouring the water out onto dry land, as if to nourish it, right? And it ensures its fertility. The lush green land around her seems to say that it's working. 1 foot inside the water, which shows the spiritual abilities and inner strength of this woman. The foot on the ground shows her practical abilities and strengths. Behind her, there is a large central star, surrounded by other smaller stars, which represents your chakras. There's a bird standing at a tree branch. You see the bird at the tree branch? That represents the holy ibis of thought. The star's astrological correspondence is Aquarius. So you may have something to do with an Aquarian. But this star card brings hope. It brings renewed power and strength to carry on with life. It shows how abundantly blessed you are and are going to be by the universe, as evidenced by the various things around you. It may not be directly evident at this moment because of that feeling that you had with this. But you know what? This card follows the trauma from what you've been through. Remember that you hold within you all that you need for your fulfillment, okay? And only thing that you need is courage. Courage to stay strong, courage to have the faith to move forward. This will definitely show you there is going to be a reason to rejoice. What may seem like the end for you right now, what may seem like heartache, despair, endless, don't worry, because the star card came up and it popped right out of the deck. It is telling you to have faith, because the universe will bless you and bring forth all that you need. That is a promise. This is a very, very strong card, and it's an excellent card to have right after that Ten of Swords. Your next card that you got is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? So with the Nine of Pentacles, that's fruits of labor, right? So all the hard work that you put in, you are going to get the fruits of it. This woman is in a vineyard, right? She wears what appears to be a beautiful long dress with sunflowers all over it. She seems to be part of a wealthy house, because in the background you can see the castle. So she's not poor. She's definitely not poor. And what this is saying is that the falcon that's sitting peacefully and playing on her left hand, and the vines that are behind her are rich and filled with grapes and golden coins, signaling that she has been very successful in her ventures. So there is going to be a very good and big harvest because of the work that you've put in the past relationship. Difficulties that were faced in your earlier journey appear to be over now. Okay? They're over. Not only joy, but all the feelings of security and freedom the material wealth can bring is coming towards you. You are now going to be able to celebrate the difficulties, the struggles, and the hard work that lined your path. Your previous challenges gave you a wider perspective to understand the spiritual value of your success. Knowing how difficult it was to get here to this point, you guys, every single day, you're going to be able to enjoy from now on. Once you pick yourself up and you get that strength, the strength that you were told that you can have with the star card that's coming to you, you're going to be able to pick yourself up. You're going to be able to get through this easier than you thought you could. You're not only going to have joy, but you're also going to have the feeling of your security and freedom that the material wealth can bring, because you are very independent. You can take care of yourself. So financially, you're going to be fine. Spiritually and emotionally, you have to work to build that back up again. Grace will lead you to the desired outcome. Okay? This is only a specific period of time in your life. Okay? This is temporary, that you had gone through all that bad stuff. It's only going to take a little bit of time for you to get to where you need to be. You're not pulling in the element of your family or friends. You're not asking for help from those that you need around you. So please remember to speak to those who love you and ask for help, because they are there. They do want to help you. They want to help you get to another level. Okay? Your last card is the Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, yes, messages are coming in fast. Messages are coming in very quickly. Actions, impulsiveness. Okay, so be careful. This seems like this knight is in a very big rush. He's trying to get somewhere very quickly. He's dressed in armor. He rides his strong white horse in the midst of a battle. The white in this horse always represents purity. Okay? Intellectual energy, which motivates this person, this young rider. The sky is stormy clouds, as well as trees are tossed wildly around the strong winds because of the strong winds. The horse's harness is also decorated with images of birds and butterflies. And even the cape that he has on has the same decorations. When we get thoroughly obsessed by a certain person, situation, relationship, and strongly wish to manifest it, we are oftentimes blinded by the actual desire for the fulfillment, that we fail to note the difficulties which may come across, or the actions and consequences that it could bring. The Knight of Swords is a very powerful figure. It's full of life, full of energy, but needs balance with a proper and actual realization of compassion and responsibility. So you must take what responsibility was yours in the situation from the past, what got you to the point of the Ten of Swords, okay? You must take that responsibility. If you allowed your partner to continue to hurt you, abuse you, betray you, cheat on you, lie to you, you allowed them to come back over and over. The cycle hadn't changed, but you kept wanting a different outcome. So be careful, because once the Knight sets forth towards his goals, there's absolutely no stopping him. He doesn't see and he doesn't care about any upcoming challenges. So you don't want to have to continue to try to fight to keep somebody in your life that doesn't want to be there. So instead of fighting to keep someone, fight to save yourself. Push far to save yourself. Okay? You definitely have ambition. This shows ambition. It shows strength. It shows determination. No matter what. However, determination could also blind you to see the potential of the consequences of your actions. As you make your way to success, be careful. Be careful what you call success. Is success getting your partner back and being treated the same way again? Or is success moving forward, leaving that partner in the back, leaving them where the trees are being thrown, and you moving forward? You don't want to leap into danger, okay? You don't want to leap into danger. That's very scary, and that would be very difficult for you to accomplish. Very difficult for you to get out of that, that hold that somebody has on you. So be careful of that, okay? Last card, I'm going to pull one more card, and is the Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands, we know that something is either coming in quickly, or you may be doing some type of travelings at the same point that rapid action movement, something's moving fast, the same way we spoke of this. So hopefully you're not going to act too quickly on a situation without knowing what you're planning to do once you get there. Even though these 8 flying staves that appear as if they've suspended in the midair, some look at them as wands, okay, and they are traveling at maximum speed. So this is, again, traveling very quickly through the sky here, which represents that there is likely nothing that can stand in their way of making it to the destination that they're being thrown to. Be careful. The wands also look like they're about to land, which could mean this was the end of the journey that was coming. They're signaling to the end of a long journey, okay? It definitely means that the difficulties that were brought by the Seven of Wands are finally over, okay? So when you had to deal with the Seven of Wands before this happened, be careful, because now it's saying that the difficulties are finally going to be over, which is what I had said. Once you were knocked down with the Ten of Swords, okay, once you were knocked down, and then the Knight of Swords, with something coming in quickly, you're going to get up, you're going to strengthen, you're going to get strong. It signifies a strong level of energy, which states that the different aspects of your life will be trailblazing, Perhaps important news is coming your way. That's what this could mean as well. So if you're waiting for a message, if you're waiting for news from something or about something, maybe the results of something, maybe this is about a job, maybe you're going to finally hear about that resume that you sent in or the interview that you had done. It's going to be sudden yet positive growth experiences coming here. This definitely could pertain to some of your work as well. Some of you, this could be your job. This is a chance and that decision that you're waiting for that will come your way very soon. You need to be patient and just wait for it. Okay? So, with that being said, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Stay tuned for January.